So, do you actually need a computer science degree to become an AI millionaire? If you're stuck in a standard 9 to 5 right now, just staring at your screen and getting totally overwhelmed by the absolute tsunami of artificial intelligence news out there, you're probably thinking, yeah, absolutely I do. You might even be dealing with some serious imposter syndrome here. It's super easy to think this whole AI revolution is strictly reserved for Silicon Valley coders or, people with PhDs. But here is the wildly disruptive truth we're diving into today. Right now, literally as we speak, regular people with absolutely zero technical background and zero prior AI experience are building highly lucrative million-dollar AI businesses. Crazy, right?
Welcome to today's Explainer. Man, I am so incredibly pumped to share this with you today because we're going to unpack a highly structured $0 to $7 million blueprint designed specifically for non-technical beginners. If your ultimate goal is total financial independence and you just want to finally escape that day-to-day corporate grind, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the exact step-by-step strategy you can use to successfully transition from an everyday employee to a literal AI empire builder.
Okay, let's dive right into this because we really need to completely flip our mindset on how wealth is actually generated. You see, traditional advice tells you to take the slow road. You know the drill. Skip your morning coffee, save 10% of your paycheck, toss it into an index fund for 40 years, and just cross your fingers that you're still spry enough to enjoy it at the end. Look, that is painful, and it's just so slow. The real path to wealth, the fast road, is all about radically increasing your income. And for 99% of people out there right now, the absolute most accessible way to do that without dropping a ton of startup cash is by building a high-leverage AI side hustle. So here is our 3-stage career transition plan. We've got Phase 1, which is Start, taking you from $0 to $10,000 a month. Phase 2 is Scale, jumping from $10,000 up to $50,000 a month. And finally, Phase 3 is Expand, pushing from $50,000 to over $300,000 a month.
All right, let's kick things off with Phase 1, Start, the AI side hustle.
Your single, solitary mission in this initial phase is simply to build a one-person AI automation agency in your off hours. That's it. You're basically just going to become a guide who helps ordinary everyday businesses figure out and actually use basic artificial intelligence tools. And your target is super specific, $10,000 per month. We call this your freedom number. Hitting this exact amount in your side hustle is the mathematical tipping point. It's the threshold that allows most people to comfortably replace their standard salary, ditch the 9 to 5, and go all in on building their dream life. We're not talking about millions just yet. Right now, it's strictly about buying back your freedom.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the actual products you're going to sell. And listen to me carefully, you do not need to know a single line of code to build them. Thanks to modern drag-and-drop no-code tools, you can easily whip up these highly requested AI systems. First up, we have speed-to-lead automation. This instantly responds to new customer inquiries. Boom, lightning fast. Second, a WhatsApp or SMS booking agent. This lets a local barber or a restaurant take reservations via text 24/7. Third is a social media DM agent that answers customer questions directly on Instagram or Facebook. And finally, the AI receptionist. This amazing thing answers missed phone calls and books appointments, so these local businesses literally never lose a lead again.
Now, if you're feeling that imposter syndrome creeping back in, just remember this mindset. You aren't trying to sell AI to Google or Microsoft, okay? You are targeting local, highly traditional businesses. Think plumbers, roofers, home cleaners. These are businesses with a massive, massive knowledge gap. They are years behind on technology. So to them, that simple no-code AI receptionist you just learned how to build, it looks like absolute magic. You literally just need to be exactly one step ahead of them, and they will happily, gladly pay you for the immense value you bring to the table to fill that gap.
So how do we actually hit that 10K freedom number? It's basically a simple math equation using a highly pragmatic cold email testing strategy. Here's exactly what you do. You pick 4 boring niches, like HVAC, pest control, plumbers, roofers. You send them really simple cold emails offering just one of those 4 AI systems we just talked about. Then you look at the data, which niche responded best to which offer. When you find that winning combination, you go all in. Your entire goal here is to sign just 4 clients paying you $2,500 a month. 4 times $2,500 equals $10,000. Boom, you've hit your freedom number. You've officially earned your freedom.
Moving right along, we enter Phase 2, Scale, escaping the day-to-day.
Okay, so picture this. You've just handed in your resignation letter. Congratulations! You've officially unlocked your most powerful asset, 8 full hours a day that used to belong to your boss. But to scale to $50,000 a month effectively, we really have to look at the value equation. Simply put, the price you can command in the market equals your skills multiplied by your experience. So the absolute crucial point here is that by successfully delivering those first 4 AI systems back in phase 1, your experience is no longer zero. You've seen what works, you deeply understand the business owner's problems, and you can offer brand new clients a much, much higher certainty of success. You are fundamentally more valuable now.
And this brilliantly illustrates how you leverage that new value. You absolutely have to systemize your proof. You take the awesome results you got for those first 4 clients, like, say, reducing their lead response time by 98%, and you weaponize them. You turn those results into undeniable one-page case studies and video testimonials. By integrating these specific case studies into your marketing, you can confidently flip your pricing structure. You move away from just a basic monthly retainer and start charging high upfront setup fees. We're talking like $5,000. This naturally filters out the bad clients and instantly gives your cash flow a massive boost.
But to handle this new influx of high-paying clients without burning yourself out, you've got to remove yourself from the day-to-day delivery. This is a massive, massive unlock. Hiring your first technical freelancer. A really good freelance AI developer might cost you somewhere around $6,000 a month. And I know, that sounds a little scary at first, but just think about the math here. If this hire takes absolutely all the setup and delivery work off your plate, freeing you up to close just 2 more deals at your new, higher prices, well, they've instantly paid for themselves. You become 100% laser-focused on sales and growth.
And that brings us to the final stage. Phase 3. Expand the millionaire machine. All right, so at this point, you've got a proven system, a rock-solid reputation, a developer handling fulfillment, and you are consistently pulling in 50 grand a month. It's amazing. But to push past $300,000 and reach true, undeniable millionaire status, you need to build a multifaceted machine. The first step? Removing the absolute final bottleneck in your agency, yourself. You hire a dedicated salesperson to take over all your sales calls. By completely delegating sales, you free up your time for literally the highest leverage activity possible, which is content creation. You pick one platform, maybe YouTube or LinkedIn, and you just start sharing your case studies, your systems, teaching your solutions to the world. You build an undisputed personal brand, shifting from this sort of hidden agency owner into the absolute go-to industry authority.
Naturally, that personal brand is going to generate massive attention, and you can monetize that attention in 2 distinct ways to reach that millionaire tier. Path A is deepening your agency services. We're talking high-ticket AI audits, full corporate team training, really acting as a comprehensive transformation partner. But Path B is the ultimate financial independence unlock. Information products. You literally package all your hard-earned agency expertise into a DIY playbook or an online course, something like AI for Roofers 101. The beauty here is that unlike agency services, info products completely decouple your time from your money. You do the work to create it once, and then it has unlimited scale. You're literally selling your knowledge to thousands of people while you sleep.
Let's step back and see how this all builds together across this chronological journey. You start out as a standard 9-to-5 employee, utilizing simple no-code tools to earn your $10,000 a month freedom. Then, you scale up to $50,000 by leveraging your case studies and hiring a developer to take over the day-to-day delivery. And finally, you expand to $300,000 and beyond by delegating sales, building a massive personal brand, and launching those infinitely scalable digital info products. It is a beautifully structured, step-by-step career transition.
So, the blueprint is right there in front of you. The technology is more accessible than ever, the market is absolutely starving for these solutions, and you now know exactly how to progress from a complete beginner with imposter syndrome to a true industry authority. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Knowing that this path exists, are you going to choose to stay on the slow road, quietly saving pennies for decades? Or will you jump into the fast lane, embrace the learning curve, and start building your AI empire today? The choice is entirely yours. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and honestly, I cannot wait to see what you build.